Go ahead. You read. I love your voice. You're such a good narrator. Go.
The usage of profanity, vulgar language, rude gestures, or remarks are strictly prohibited while operating in official capacities during duty hours. Such language does not align with the Army's core values and undermines the integrities of our soldiers and our formations, therefore will not be tolerated in the 43rd Reception Battalion.
So that means in basic training, in the Reception Battalion, when you've got a bunch of privates that are running, privates. We got a bunch of trainees that are running around, like getting their glasses and getting their shots and getting their uniforms and about to go into basic training land. You're not allowed to swear. You can't swear.
Like at all. There's a big difference between like tearing somebody down completely and saying, move your ass, private.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Read the next paragraph. Read paragraph 4.
Oh no, You're going to upset me.
It starts with restrictions.
Paragraph 4, restrictions. Vulgar or disparaging language will not be utilized during meetings, briefings, training exercises while addressing superiors, peers, or trainees. Vulgar or offensive language will not be displayed in any piece of clothing or personal effects at any time within the battalion footprint.
That officer got bullied a lot in high school and
You
college.
can't wear half of Angry Cops or Fat Electrician t-shirt merchandise if you go to this guy's chumpy battalion footprint area.
Dude, I had, at White Sands years ago, it was major, very similar situation. My orders got deleted and I was in the XO's office and I was pissed. I was like, what the I already had like this taken care of. Like I was pissed off. And this major pops out of his office and goes, hey, watch your language. The post CSM is in first sergeant's office. And like, all I said was Roger, but in my head I was like, yeah, God forbid a 30-year, 19-kilo command sergeant major hasn't heard the word.
Could you please read the repercussions if you decide to not follow the rules? In paragraph 6, it starts with the 4-strike policy.
Oh my.
The 4-strike policy.
Yes.
This policy is punitive and can result in soldiers being issued a strike based off of their behavior. Strike 1, on-the-spot verbal counseling. Strike 2, written counseling added to the soldier's board file. Strike 3, removal of favorable actions.
It's a flag.
I don't know
it's
what
a
that
flag.
means. Oh, okay. Strike 4, Chapter 14-2B, separation for misconduct based on a pattern of behavior.
If
They're
you say
kick
shit,
you out of the military for saying shit 4 times.
Yep. Say shit. Say communism 3 times. You show up.
Oh my God.
What?
You can go in the mirror and say 4 times and get out of the Army.
Do you know how fast, Nicholas? Do you know where this reception battalion is located? If you look at the top,
Benning. I'm gonna guess
Fort Lee, Virginia.
Nope.
No?
Look at the top.
I thought I saw. Oh, Leonard Wood.
Guess
Leonard Wood.
where yours truly goes every year. Guess who's gonna try and see if he can get kicked out of the ARMY Army? Me. I'm gonna go to that battalion and just like start screaming shit at little twerps. I'm just gonna go like, hey, what the shit? I'm gonna start swearing in Spanish, cabron, and just see if they're racist. Maybe it's 2 strikes if it's Spanish. Scheisse. 3 strikes if it's German. What an offensive language. What a vulgar and offensive language. Surely German should get more than 2 strikes.
Jesus.
All right, kids. I'm here to get you ready for war. First of all, no profanity.
Yep.
Oh my God. That when you put it like that, I was like, wow. Holy moly.
I am tasked with getting you ready to survive the battlefield, and I'm also here to make sure nobody says move your ass, because it might hurt your feelings.
Dude, that's like the epitome of the way the Army is right now, is like, we're going to train you to kill people, but you need to be nice about it. Like, it's the strangest feeling.
It's because generals are retarded.
That probably, most likely, yeah.
Everybody's been like the news, not everybody. The news has been freaking out about like, oh, the DOD is firing like, I don't know, some outrageous amount of generals.
20% of generals, which is like 50.
Good.
Yeah, all
good.
over
Get them the fuck
20
out of here.
anyways.
We have more 4-star and 3-star and 2-star generals right now than we did in World War II when we had 16 million soldiers in the military. Like, What do they call it? Because somebody showed like there was a meme that was floating around a while back where it was a picture of General Milley and then a picture of Eisenhower in their dress uniform, and it's like Eisenhower had like 5 medals
And won a war, and
yeah,
Millie
yeah.
had 30 and lost 2.
Right, like awardflation or whatever they were calling it.
Ooh, I like that. Awardflation.
I'm
I'm not going to lie. A Bronze Star surely has gone down in value after GWAT.
Dude, if you were platoon sergeant or above, you got a Bronze Star.
Dude, if
Yes,
you
you
are
did.
you got a Silver Star if you're a battalion commander, right?
No, Silver Star's for Valor.
No, yeah, Silver
You
Star.
you don't get a Silver Star unless you've done something valorous.
Yeah, I think I believe Silver Star is Valor and Bronze Star is the highest award for non-valorous because that's why Bronze Star incorporates the V device
Dude,
I
to
would
specify if it's for Valor or not.
I would even argue that a Soldier's Medal
Okay, good.
is harder to get than a Bronze Star is nowadays.
you want to know some
Why is
shit? Oh, go ahead, Rich.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Because you have to do something in order to get the Soldier's Medal. So like a Bronze Star, like you go to a tour, right? But like Ethan said, you go to a tour, you come back home, and every lieutenant and E7 and above is getting one because they survived and they did combat essential tasks, right? A Soldier's Medal can be given in wartime, but it can also be given in peacetime. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it can be given in wartime. I don't see why it wouldn't. And basically, the soldier has to do something outstanding, somewhat valorous. I'll give you an example, like a car goes into some water and a soldier jumps out, literally swims under the water, bashes the window in, pulls 3 kids out of a car as it's sinking, right? Like not like, oh, it went into a puddle. Like this was going into a lake and they were all going to die.
yeah, save
right?
somebody. Yeah,
Save somebody, right? That's a fairly easy example of getting a soldier's medal, right? There's other ways you can get it too. It doesn't have to be saving somebody's life, but like you have to do something extraordinary to get the soldier's medal. Whereas like the bronze, like how many Bronze Stars have been given out since GWAT? 1 million? How many soldier's medals? Not that many.
No.
You got to have the receipts to get a soldier's
Well,
medal.
and like there's a whole
a weird-
dispersion when it comes to like awards in general. Like people think it has to be correlated with some rank. And like I never forget, first tour, Adam Moreau, my fister, forward observer, he was standing right next to Mark and Casey when the IED went off and it killed Mark and Casey. He had peppered with shrapnel. He literally called his own 9-line while bleeding from the face. Platoon sergeant above, Bronze Star, he got an ARCOM with V device.
Dude,
I don't understand that. I don't understand an
Metal-
Alcom with a V device.
Dude,
if
medals,
you get a V
medals-
device,
medals and in general, we got to see that firsthand if they were just 100% whatever that unit wrote up, and we were very confused of people getting Archons with V device and then Bronze Stars with V device, or just getting a Bronze Star, and it was super confusing. And our first sergeant, he was like, "Yeah, this is all political shit. Like, do not look at medals as anything other than whatever the unit wants to write, or if they're going to give it away, medals don't matter. And for the most part, they don't matter, especially overseas. I got to watch the most random shit given away, and it was units that weren't even deploying or on the forward, like they weren't up front in the battle. So we were watching units that were like, oh, we spotted an IED, and they would get an ARCOM with V device. So we're like, huh? Wait, they just pointed out an IED and they got, wait, for real? 100% happened. A lot
I'm good at looking at
overseas.
shit.
Literally, my ARCOM from Afghanistan, bullet number 1 says I discovered 11 improvised explosive devices. Like,
I think my Arcom was like survived explosion. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Life is a good medal too.
I saw a meme and it was right in front of my. You ever like hear a joke and you're like, how the did I not come up with that? How did I not put that together?
It's so right there in front of your face. Yeah.
Yeah, people have started now referring to drones as flying IEDs.
Yeah,
It's exactly
yeah,
what they
it
are.
really is.
Yeah.
Like the meme was like, you know, the 1930s kitchen woman in the kitchen advertisement where it like zooms in on her face. What?
Yes.
It's like imagine going back to 2003 and explaining to GWAT veterans in 20 years the IEDs are gonna fly.
What now? Nick, I think
Who's in the what's
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, I hate that more. I remember when I remember when EFPs became a thing and then HBIDs, we were like, there's houseborne IEDs, and that was on the cycle out. Dude, the IEDs fly now would have been the most terrifying piece of news you could have given us as soldiers during that deployment.
Man, that is a very good description. You're like drones. You're like, oh, drones, whatever. A flying IED. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, that chills the spine right there, man.
Dude, Cappy. So Cappy was on Unsub. He didn't tell a story. He yesterday he was on Say Hi to Eli, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you this." He went to the very, very bad area without knowing he was getting deployed to that spot. So because he didn't speak Russian and his translator wasn't filling him in until he was on the road in a normal pickup truck going to the front lines in the very bad area that was surrounded on all three sides by Russians. And he didn't know what was going on. So they're pulling up, they're dropping off batteries for the drones. And then they get out of the vehicle and run undercover. And they're like, oh, there was a drone trailing us. So thank God we got out of there. Mortars are getting dropped. A missile flies by him. All this is going on. And he was like, I f***ed up. My rules were I wouldn't go in any place like this if I didn't have equipment, if I didn't have a weapon. And then if it was in the front lines with no jammers for the drones. Yeah. And he was up in front, surrounded by bad guys, just getting missiles shot by him, being told, it's like, hey, if you hear another missile, just run to the back of this bunker and hopefully it doesn't hit. It was the one time he was actually like, I f***ed up. I truly f***ed up. I'm probably going to die. I was like, they didn't tell you that? He's like, no, until I got there. And then interpreter's like, oh yeah, we're in a really bad spot, by the way.
Dude, jammers right now are like force fields in Star Wars. I mean, they're literally the equivalent. Like, if the force field goes down, shit has gone horribly wrong.